I was watching also your last video about Gervonta and Mario Barrios. How you feeling about that fight?
I mean, on paper, it's a good matchup. The kid is young, he's talented. I thought he actually lost against the Russian dude that he fought, the one that had like 7 fights and stuff. I
Yep.
thought he lost that fight. And to fight somebody like Gervonta, who is definitely smaller, moving up in weight, he has more experience. He has quicker hands. He has great punching power.
Right.
I think Gervonta is going to eat this kid up. Once he figures out how to get past the size advantage, it's going to be a no-brainer. He's going to beat this kid up.
There's an element of it where it's a risk, inherently a risk, because he's moving up 2 weight classes. Mm-hmm. But it seems like there's a lot of unfinished business that he's leaving behind in these other 2 weight classes. Do you think that that's something he wants to do, or do you think that's something that his team wants him to do? You know what I mean?
His team. Floyd is his promoter. Al is his advisor. These guys are setting him up to be like Adrian Broner, what Adrian Broner could have been, but wasn't. But Adrian Broner was able to get a lot of opportunities because he had Al Heyman in his corner. That's why he's a 4 division world champion. Who did he really beat to become a world champion? He just won titles. He could claim that fame of being a 4 division world champion. And Gervonta is going to claim that fame of being a 3 division world champion. He's being put in good positions where the WBA, basically sets up titles for PBC. The WBA has these secondary titles, these interim titles. And it's similar, because you have other organizations like the WBO that favors Top Rank. And they do the same thing for Top Rank and everything like that. So, although that the WBO doesn't create multiple titles like the way WBC does, or even the way the WBA does, but the WBA is notorious for, creating these secondary titles for PBC fighters. And Gervonta, he won a secondary title at 135. Now he's going to go up to 140 for another secondary title. So he's going to call himself a 3 division champion, but in reality, he only won an official real title at 130 when he beat Pedraza. Right. And then he never fought any of the guys at 130 pounds. And let me tell you something, Gervonta, I'm not a fan of Gervonta, but I respect Gervonta because he is a very good young talent. And I think he beats mostly everyone at 130 pounds and at 135 pounds. Like if you put all those names, like at the time when Tevin Farmer was the champion, and they were offering him a lot of money to come over to the zone, I thought he would knock out Tevin Farmer easily. What I mean? But he never, right, and that's my problem with Tank is that, I think you could beat Jamel Herring. I think you could beat Miguel Bachel. And Bachel, to me, was the top dog at 130 pounds. And what Oscar Valdez did to him is what I expected Gervonta to do. And Gervonta never tested himself to go and do that. He could have snatched that belt easily, because I knew that it would have been a great fight, but I knew that Gervonta was better and that he would have took out, Miguel Bachel. Jojo Diaz, he'll beat him. All these guys. The only guy that I say at 130 pounds that gives Gervonta trouble is Shakur Stevenson. That's it. Everybody else, he washes. He goes up to 135. I got him over Teofimo Lopez. I think he can beat Teofimo Lopez. Theo is good. He had a great performance against, Lomachenko, but I think Gervonta can edge Teofimo Lopez. And then you have Devin Haney, which is the only guy that I believe at a 135 that would give Gervonta the most trouble.
Really?
I think he washes everybody out. I think he washes Ryan Garcia out. I don't think Garcia is going to be able to beat him. I think Gervonta is that good that he could beat 98% of the fighters in those 2 weight classes.